Hi, this is David with Emini Trading Strategies.com. We're doing some live trading videos here on the S&P 500 E-minis. We are seeing we're in no NSE zone. We just broke out of it. This yellow shading is telling us that it's not okay to take normal system entries. We want to avoid them, but now that we're in this white area, we could take the next NSE. The next NSE is valid, so I'm going to take an EET if it sets up and get in the short position before the NSE does. Now the downside to that is if the EET is an aggressive trade and the NSE may not happen, it may turn right back around and go up and just keep on rallying, and then I take a small loss on the EET, in which I would still take the normal system entry after it happened. And by the way, I also would have avoided this EET to the long side. Now you can see it was a winning trade, and our rules don't always are not always going to mean you're going to take winning or losing trades. Our rules right here take us away from losing trades, and you'll see a lot of losing trades. You'd had a losing trade here that we avoided because of the no NSE zone. Those rules are there for a reason, and we follow those rules. They're important to follow. So I could wait for an NSE, or I could take an EET to the short side. Would want my fill right around 51.75. Could also take a pullback trade here, but I don't like the conviction. We broke the high by just a tick. Not really happy with that. More into taking an EET or waiting for the next NSE, as the next NSE, when you come out of this no zone, the next NSE is a strong probable winner. As you know, a lot of you have been following on my blog and this and that. It's a high probability trade, so I would like to take it off the EET and try to ride it down for a little more. Plus my stop loss is less. So I'm jumping in right now. My stop loss is 53, and it's indicated by Pro Indicator. I'm short 51.75. If we catch a quick down move and the NSE goes short, I could target more. I could take the NSE profit as well. Okay, a little hesitant with the 1050 level, so I may just go for 5 ticks off this trade. And this is live trading. I know a lot of my videos have been done in simulator, and a lot of guys had a lot of questions. Well, why not just do it in, like we would do it, starting off with one contract and learning how to trade? So we decided to do that and do some live videos with live money with our system, put our money where our mouth is, and do it just like we teach our students. When you first trade the system live, after you understand the system in full, understand all the rules in full, you trade one contract, and you trade one contract until you're consistent. So we decided that was the prudent thing to do. We heard a lot of comments, well, if you're trading on sim, you're not really trading live. That is not true. We trade live all the time. So we're going to start doing our videos in live. So, and again, I like this EET. It's aggressive because the short NSE hasn't happened yet. So I've got some risk up there, a little bit of risk. I'm risking 5 ticks. Looking for 4 ticks right now, but if the NSE goes short, I can drag this right down. Look at this. Here we go. And again, I'm a little hesitant with 1050, as it's a 10 number. You may see some support there. That's why I just adjusted there at 1050.5. Try to grab just 5 ticks off the trade. Make for a beautiful trade. Coming out of this no NSE zone, that NSE is a strong trade. It just hasn't happened yet, so the EET gets you in the trade earlier. Okay? So as I said, you could have avoided the EET if you don't like the aggressiveness, and it's aggressive because the NSE hasn't happened. The direction hasn't changed. Okay, it's likely to, but hasn't happened, and that's where you've got aggressiveness. But the fact that this NSE is going to be valid if and after it signals gives me a strong winner on the NSE, but I got it earlier right off of the EET. Now I do have the dome set to move my stop loss to break even after 4 ticks. It'll move it down here if it prints 50.75. That's a double-edged sword, because the market starts moving around. You may get bounced out at even. Sometimes that will happen. But I like to limit my loss, and we don't have the NSE yet. If we had the NSE short, I can move my stop loss back up, give it some more breathing room, and try to take profit off of it. Okay, so far nothing yet. We're right back to entry. Hasn't gone anywhere. Moved down a little bit, but not quite. It moved down just 3 ticks, not quite enough, and we still don't have that valid normal system entry short. Which, and again, that's the risk of the EET, is that it may not go short. It may turn right back around and rally. But if it does go short, you've got a really nice winner, and the aggressiveness pays off because you can feasibly take 6 to 8, 9, 10 ticks off the CET with the NSE going behind it. And I've got other rules as well that can even show you when to stay in a trade even longer. And of course, all this is taught in our manual. And I discussed the version 2, how it shows you when to avoid NSEs. I teach you those rules as well. You don't have to have Pro version 2. So market's still kind of moving around doing nothing. Not a whole lot going on. We're waiting for the NSE. We're short. Waiting to see if this NSE wants to go short and make us a nice profit on this trade. If it bounces up, we'll take a small loser, and we'll have to recover from that loser. We'll have to stop the video and go on to the next video, as we're not going to have time to keep it going. But see, I'll keep my profit here until the NSE does go short. But with the slow action we're seeing right now, 5 ticks is a pretty nice trade anyways. But again, the normal system entry, I like to see 4 ticks. So even if it happens quick and I get taken out with a profit, never going to complain about taking a profit. We'll even try to stay on and see if the NSE makes its target on top of that. So NSE is close to going short, but again, we're bouncing around here. We're still not signaling. We really need to see a close here below 50.75. And again, I'd presume we're going to have a little support around 1050. And I'm not a support resistance trader, but that's why I'm keeping my profit just a little bit above it, because I think we'll see some support around that area. And that's about the only time I use support and resistance is when you're at like a 10 number, 1050, 1060. Something like that. All right, so we broke 50.75. If we get a close down here, we should see a short NSE. We definitely have 4 ticks in the bag for the EET. We could just take the 4 ticks, right? Our stop loss is now at even. Okay. More conservative trader is going to take his 4 ticks profit, right? Take his money and run. I'm staying in for the extra tick. And there we go. We made a nice 5-tick target off the EET, knowing that this NSE was going to be a valid NSE. So I could have stayed into this trade, go for about 49.79, 49.50, and again, that 1050 area, I expected to see a little bit of support right there because it's a 10 number, so I just wanted to pull off the trade. So live trading there using the EET and taking the EET based on the next NSE being a strong runner down. And sure enough, here it goes. Look at it. Nice NSE after the no NSE zone, first NSE, starting to head down. Would like to see 49.5 on that, make it a winner on the NSE. And I was filled where 51.75. So again, it's a good trade. Had this not been a 1050, if this was 1051 or 1052 or 1048, whatever, I'd have stayed in that EET a little longer to try to grab 6 to 8 ticks off the trade. And sure enough, I would have had it. There's my 8 ticks right there. Nice 2-point winner. And it's all based on coming out of this no NSE zone, that the next NSE is going to be a strong winner. And you just saw it live. Okay, so we definitely get your emails. You guys asked for some live videos under a live account. We're doing it just the way we're teaching our students. Go in there, make a point profit a day. When you understand the system, trade with 1 contract. So we'll start doing our videos live so you guys can see it in live. So everybody have a good day. Thanks for watching.